Good morning. Hey there guys, and welcome back to Unjaded Jade. Welcome to a realistic little summer morning routine. So even though I'm literally reading a book right now called The 5 a.m. Club, I generally wake up around 7 to 7:30 a.m. because I tend to socialise most evenings, so I go to bed a little bit later. A few simple things to make sure I have a better day. I always leave my phone on the other side of the room and have it on airplane mode so that it's not the first thing I go on in the morning. I make my bed pretty soon so that I'm not tempted to get back into it, and I like to plan a rough outline of my day the day before if I'm trying to get stuff done. This might seem overkill for summer, but I genuinely feel happier when I have a morning routine filled with intention and purpose, rather than just waiting for the motivation to get out of bed. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you would know how important a 1 hour slow morning routine is to me. I always try and start my day with something mindful. Recently I've been doing more of my own yoga flows. Usually I use a bit of yoga with Adrian or yoga with Patrick on YouTube, but recently it's been really fun just listening to my body in the morning and just moving how I feel like it needs to. I love repeating positive affirmations to myself in the morning, like, I am worthy of being successful and happy. Your brain is most susceptible to subliminal messaging in the morning, so it's important to ask yourself what you're feeding it to set up your day. I then do a 5 or 10 minute meditation, and right now I am trialing some of my own meditations, which is very exciting, and I'll talk about that more later. I also love journaling as a practice to set up my mind for the day, and today I just answered the prompt of 5 things I am grateful for about my own personality. For example, I love my open-mindedness towards people and the world. I love how much I love people and my willingness to hear their stories. I sometimes struggle a lot with self-doubt and imposter syndrome, especially during summer when I have more free time to think. So this journaling practice forces me to train my brain around what matters. Honestly, this routine looks very dreamy, but it's just definitely not always perfect. Some days I have no motivation to do these things, sometimes they don't really improve my day, but I generally notice that when I make the effort, no matter how the rest of the day goes, I feel better, I can navigate it better. So for me, it's always worth trying. I may or may not have just had a very big solo dance party. It's been so long since I've done that. And you guessed it, time for my favourite part of my morning, breakfast. I am obsessed with porridge. I have been for most of my lifetime at this point. I love making breakfast for friends when I'm living with them, and I always try to have at least one fruit in my breakfast. I know some people skip breakfast and just grab a random snack out the door, but for me, taking the time to be slow in the morning massively improves my whole day. I would rather start the day later and enjoy it more than rush to start work early and be in the wrong mindset all day. Well, hey there guys. Oh, the door. I've got my porridge and I've got my herbal tea. I swear nothing makes me happier in the world than maybe 2 things. Firstly is doing a proper full morning routine where I do yoga, mindfulness, meditation. I make my favourite breakfast porridge and I have tea. Like, that makes me so happy. And secondly is balconies in Berlin. I've been lucky enough to live between a few friends recently, and the place where I'm staying right now is wonderful. It has a balcony, so I'm just so happy. And today's meant to be 36 degrees, so it's hot, let's just say that. Wow. Also, I have Such exciting news. So I'm working on a few things this summer, and one of them is the Reset Challenge, which I don't know if you remember, I ran this first when I was 17 and people honestly just loved it. The whole concept was 1 week where you have to complete certain habits every day. I made a little timetable back then, and then because people loved it so much, last year I ran like a more official reset challenge and I had over 2,000 people doing it with me. There was a 30-day challenge and a 2-week challenge where every day I created a meditation and a journal prompt for people to complete around a certain theme. So for example, if you're trying to improve feeling more grateful in your everyday life because you're just not feeling it right now, then you can work on that intention, you can reset it for the month, and that was the challenge. I am trying to turn this into an app. I am trying to turn this into a baby project which people can actually use in their daily life, and young people can learn how to introduce mindful habits into their day in the simplest possible way. I have not found an app yet which captures what I want to capture in mindfulness. Simplicity, no overwhelming libraries of content where you have no idea where to start. So I'm building it. But I am not good enough at UI, UX, app design, developing. I've been trying to learn. I did the Google UI, UX course just because I was like, I want to get better at this, but I need help. If you're interested in helping making this idea a reality, I would really appreciate your support. I recently made a Kickstarter page where for the next 30 days, I am trying to get as much money as possible to make this project a reality. There are multiple rewards you can get for backing this project, like personal video messages from me, being in the app credits, being involved in ideation for the project, and it would mean the world if you want to contribute. And I'm not trying to put too much pressure on it, but yeah, if you would like to support it in any way, check it out. Any contributions are so appreciated. So my plan for today, I have already scheduled most of my day on my Google Calendar yesterday because I am Little Miss obsessed with Google Calendar. No, I just knew that I had a lot left to do. So it's gonna be more of a productive day. I'm gonna go to a cafe and then I'm gonna meet a friend later who has a WeWork membership, so bougie, and go work there for a bit. I'm working a bit on my dissertation. I have like a co-working session. I've been given my dissertation advisor, which is really cool. I have a Spanish class, which is exciting. Buenos Aires, here we come. I have some editing and like YouTube bits to do. I have a call with someone who wants to help me with the research challenge. And then hopefully tonight, I'm gonna go on a date. To one of my favorite places, Teufelsberg. I swear there is nowhere more romantic than Teufelsberg. Let's do it.
Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
The more I live life, the more I appreciate a morning routine. No matter where I am in the world, no matter whether I'm at uni or in summer, no matter if I'm studying that day or going on fun dates, my routine is this tether which makes me feel like me. It grounds me and makes me feel more grateful for everything I get to experience. What is your morning routine like? Do you have one? What would your perfect morning look like if you could design anything? What would you eat? What would you do? How would you feel? And what is stopping you from waking up maybe a little bit earlier and doing it? Thank you so much for watching. As I say, I'm so excited to be working on Tend to help other young people tend to their minds. And if you want to contribute, please check it out in the description. I would be so grateful. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.